Hello, my name is George Dole. I've lived in Moscow for over 15 years, and today I'm going to talk about the top 10 common mistakes that Russian people often make. We've already shot a few pronunciation correction videos, and this one will help you sound even more natural. When some Russians want to поздравить someone with something, they say, "I want to congratulate you with the new year." It sounds logical because in Russian, поздравлять means congratulate. But we don't use the word congratulate when we talk about holidays. We congratulate people with achievements like, "I congratulate you with graduating from school," or "I want to congratulate you on getting a new job." As for holidays, we say, "I wish you a happy new year," "I wish you happy Women's Day," and so on. A lot of Russians confuse using say and tell. We say to you and tell you. When we use say, we use the preposition to. When we use tell, we do not use to. John said to Mark that he wants to go to the movies. It's also convenient to use say without using to when we quote someone, like, John said, "I want to go to Russia. I hear that girls there are really hot." However, you cannot use tell without a direct object, as in John told. You must tell to whom he told something, as in John told me. Russians also forget to use the preposition to after motion verbs. "I will go in a shop" is not correct. It should be "I will go to a shop," and "I will fly in Egypt" should be "I will fly to Egypt." It is natural for Russians to do this because in Russian it will be "Я пойду в магазин." V means in. So Russians translate it literally into English, but we do not say it like this. We use the preposition to after verbs of motion. The same thing happens with other prepositions. We don't say "I play on the guitar." We say "I play the guitar." And "I left from children's playground" should be "I left the children's playground." Я ушел с детской площадки. Prepositions are a special topic that require a lot of care and attention. So as you can see, Russian prepositions and English prepositions can be used differently. So pay special attention to it and check each one with a dictionary. Be careful when you translate prepositions literally from Russian to English. Also, Russians often confuse comfortable and convenient. It is one word in Russian, удобно. But in English, we separate these two meanings. Comfortable means bodily comfort. The new shoes were comfortable. Convenient means подходящий, since it saves our time or it suits our plans, as in, is it convenient for you to meet up at 7 o'clock? We have an adverb for usually, обычно. But when we say как обычно, it changes into as usual. Обычно – это наречие. So it would be logical to say as usually, but language often is not a very logical thing. There are grammar rules, but there are also a lot of exceptions. So we say as usual, not as usually. The response for thank you is you're welcome, not please. In Russian, it is one word, пожалуйста. But in English, it is you're welcome. We use please to ask politely for something. Please, could you pass me the salt? Another thing that bewilders me is the duration of sounds. We've already shot a video where I showed what happens if you confuse the English long E sound, E, and short I. When instead of sheet, people say shit. Or instead of saying pennies, they say penis. Then we smile. In addition, if you say singular words, use short I as in this. If plural, you would use long E as in these. It's always hard to understand when a Russian says 14 or 40 in English. Frequently, Russians pronounce both incorrectly. They just put N at the end of the 14 without stressing either syllable or stressing the incorrect syllable. But in fact, our ears hear the stress, which is more important than saying N at the end. If the stress goes on the second syllable, it is 14. If it goes on the first syllable, it is 40. We don't use very as you do. Very, очень. Russians often say, I very like these apples. It's like, я очень люблю яблоки. We say, I like these apples a lot, or I really like these apples. Use really instead of very when you want to say these kinds of sentences or add a lot to the end. Thank you for joining us today in my blog. So long and see you soon.